welcome to my podcast, Why Not Play That? My name is Joel, and we will be sitting down to play Total War Rome 2 and discuss the historical aspects in the game. Enjoy. Basically, it's a turn-based game in which you play as a certain faction of ancient nation. I'm playing right now as early day Rome.
Okay.
And the general gist is to be conquerors.
And who are you playing against?
Everybody else.
Oh.
Well, technically you don't have to play against everybody else. Like, this group right here are the Carthaginians, but essentially they were early rivals in the Mediterranean.
Okay.
And Rome decided that that wasn't good, so they just went and sacked Carthage.
Oh, okay. Just eliminated them?
Yeah. They sacked Carthage, which this is Italy, present-day Italy. They came down through Syracuse and all that, and then came down to the Horn of Africa and attacked Carthage.
Okay.
Later on, there was a famous general from Carthage who went all the way to the present-day Spain.
Uh-huh.
Marched through Spain, right?
Okay.
All the way to the mountain, the Alps of Italy.
Wow.
Crossed through that, and then came down and sacked Rome.
All right then.
Huge feat.
That's a pretty long trek.
Yeah.
Why didn't they take a ship? I mean, that would have been so much easier.
Yeah, they had the means to. You don't expect somebody to come through here.
Yeah, that's true. You don't.
It's nearly impossible to cross by foot.
I would think.
Yeah. Only a few generals have actually successfully led an assault across the Alps. This area right here was occupied by the Etruscan League.
Okay.
Which, in the early days of Rome, they were basically like the higher class citizens of the region. But eventually Rome overthrew the Etruscan League and established their dominance in the region to go on and...
So did they kill everybody, or did they just go in there and take charge?
Basically, they killed all the leaders and
took charge over the people.
Took charge.
That's how you get money?
Increasing your province, yeah, and building structures that bring you money will do that.
Well met, friend! Sit, and let your words move me to anger or agreement, as you wish of them.
Is that a woman's voice?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's some kind of...
Are there women soldiers?
Back then, no. Most of the time, no. You would only get that in, like, far north Celtic tribes or in Africa.
Okay.
You really wouldn't get that in, like, the Mediterranean area. You know what a legion is?
Ready for orders.
I don't.
A legion is...
Is that an area?
Ready for battle.
No. A legion is essentially when a formation of infantry gather together and they become 1,000 strong.
Okay.
That's when they're considered a legion. This game really is about strategy, trying to figure out the best way to attack.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like a spear and have a point. Ha ha!
Okay.
A little bit of pun play there.
I got it.
I got a non-aggression pact with them, and also a trade agreement, so I'll leave these guys alone.
Okay.
I will ask for a... Where is it? Military access. Moderate.
Listen.
And they allowed me to go through.
So that means you can march through that area without being
Ready for
killed.
orders.
Without
March.
incurring political penalties.
Gathering supplies.
Which, if it builds up enough, they'll come after me.
Okay.
They'll declare war against me.
Against you or against your legion?
Against me, as a nation.
Oh, okay.
Now, once you're finished with that turn, all the other factions get the chance to do their thing. Okay, so this right here will tell you what's in the army that they have.
Okay.
They only have the one general group, and then they have a garrison army that's stationed there. And it looks like it's a lot of very low level infantry.
Okay.
I have about medium level infantry here, so I'm definitely gonna, especially with these. These right here will destroy them. So we'll go ahead and fight. This allows you to choose like what kind of condition you want to fight under. So
Okay.
like if they have archery units or artillery that they like to use flaming arrows and stuff.
You want it to be
You can make
raining.
it rainy and it'll prevent it from doing that. A fog will help to conceal your movement
Okay.
and range of sight. So like if they have nothing but artillery, it reduces their visibility towards you. But dry is kind of like, it allows for all conditions to go.
Yeah. Okay. And does that have the same effect on your guys as the other guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful what you select.
The one thing about this game though is the AI is very stupid.
What does that mean?
That means like right now I'm setting up in a way that the AI just won't.
Oh, you have to do it instead of letting the machine do it.
Huh?
You have to set it up instead of letting the game do it.
You'll see what I mean in a minute
Okay.
once I get this going. The enemy will just sit here and do nothing. They won't come over to here and come out of their gate.
Play like
To,
they're wolves. We
to-
are men of iron purpose and iron courage.
They won't come out of the gate to attack the artillery. So I can sit here and just pound on them all I want,
Okay.
as long as I have ammunition for it. A lot of people don't like how that happens.
Why won't they come out?
It's just the way that the game company set it up.
Trump
We
would be
await
so
your command.
pissed. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, they're knocking down the wall. Stop it.
Look, even when the wall is down right here, they'll still just sit right there.
That seems stupid.
It is.
Let's move over here where there's space in the wall.
Yeah. Any like halfway general would know that you don't just sit back here when your wall is down like this. You charge, or you just retreat.
Retreat. One or the other, yeah. You don't just sit there.
Yeah. Either option is
Tarzan.
acceptable. The better option is to charge, but you can't always get your men to just charge right in. So now that the wall is down and my artillery is out of ammunition, I'm gonna go ahead and march my men forward. And right now I'm gonna move them forward slowly so that they don't tire out.
Forward!
Oh, they can like get tired and fall asleep in the field.
They tire and they lose their combat effectiveness. So this is what this is called right here. How they're forming up. It's called a triple axis,
Okay.
and it allows for a legion like this to be able to move across vast terrain at quick speeds because they're not being hindered in formation.
Okay.
So once they get up close, they'll group together.
They'll regain formation.
Yeah, the game mechanic has it to where they're not, like all these guys are not in a formation, actually in formation.
Right. You can kind of see that.
Yeah.
It's smart how they let the horses go last, so the guys don't have to walk the horse.
Try some flavor against these.
Yep, here we go. We're under attack.
And who's attacking us?
Jupiter gives us strength. Spirit at the
People
ready.
behind the wall.
Oh, the wall that's gone.
Yeah.
Are they shooting arrows at us, or are those spears?
These guys are throwing spears.
Okay. But they're behind a wall.
Yeah. The part of the wall is still up, so they
Right,
it's
but-
not really-
The other guys won't go behind the wall.
No. Usually, what skirmishers usually do is they'll typically go, they'll have missiles, and they'll throw as much as they can at the enemy until they get to a point like they come up right on them, and then once that happens, they'll retreat back, and then try to do it again.
Okay.
Over and over until they're out of ammunition, or the group or the platoon catches up to them. Time with Roman conquests, they'll go through and then they'll ransack the town, and they'll destroy like half these buildings, right? But once they do that, they'll set up like up here, since it has like a higher vantage point,
Right.
up in the mountains. They'll set up there, and then they'll repurpose the infantry to come in and build roads. They'll build sewers. They'll build fountains,
Okay.
public access kind of stuff. And they'll use not only the infantry, but they'll use
Put in a library and a Starbucks and.
yeah. Essentially, but they'll put in, they'll use the labor force from the town to do it.
But then they kill everybody in the town?
They killed all the fighting men.
Oh, so they make the women and children build the roads?
Well, not always in a society will all
Okay.
the men go to war. Not during this. So typically, whoever was left over would be in charge of doing that. They took slaves as well, so like captives would be turned into slaves, and then they would go to work building back their society. One end, the community itself is grateful that the Romans are doing this, and they kind of adopt the Roman ideals.
Okay.
But at the same time, like the people who once lived in these societies who are now slaves are becoming embittered that the place that was destroyed, they're being forced to rebuild it from